Good morning, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for the webinar regarding the kitchen-wise KOT tracking in the ARPA 6.5 restaurant vertical. So, here the webinar. We'll go to the one by one slide. So, what is the main purpose of kitchen-wise tracking of the KOT? Let us take a scenario. Nowadays or earlier, we are taking the order. The waiter or steward will take the order and he will give it to the kitchen person or chef. So he will go to the respective kitchen and give the order to the chef and get the order and deliver to the customer. So to overcome this extra work or like to make it fast to delight the customer quickly with their orders, GoFrugal came up with the solution, the two major solution, which is already we have like we have an existing feature which it was around 5 years back itself we have introduced. That is the major feature called printing the KOT in the respective kitchen based on the category. So let me look into it one by one. What are the ways we can display or print the KOT based on the item category wise? For example, two ways we are having. One is to print the KOT in the respective kitchen in the respective printer and also displaying the KOT items in the respective kitchen. What is the major thing? This is the feature which we have started 5 years back itself. Printing the KOT in the respective kitchen. Let us take a scenario. In your restaurant, you have three types of kitchens. One is juice, like there we will prepare only the juice and beverages like those items. And the second is South Indian. There we will prepare only the South Indian items. So another is North Indian. So there we will prepare only the North Indian items. So in this case, if a steward or waiter taking an order from the customer, like it will be taking time to go to each kitchen and give the order to the chef and make it prepare and deliver the order to the respective table. So to overcome this challenge, we have given this feature that we can install multiple printers, like separate printers in the kitchen, like a food juice kitchen, separate printer in the South Indian kitchen and the separate printer in the North Indian kitchen. So what we have to do, we have to create the items based on the categories. In the item master we have the separate, we have to map the categories based on the kitchen. We can have South Indian category items, North Indian category items and the juice items. So in this case, if we map the category separately in the item master, we can map the category to the respective printer itself. So for the South Indian printer, we can map only the South Indian category items, and also for the North Indian printer, we can only map the North Indian category print KOTs only. So in this case, if we map like this, so that you will take only one order with all the items. So for example, lemon juice and South Indian meals and North Indian thali. These three items in one order itself. So once you take the order, these three items will be split into the various three categories, and the respective kitchen, the one item only will print. For example, the juice kitchen, only the juice item will be print, and also for the South Indian kitchen, only the South Indian item will be print. So let us have a quick demo how to configure the value based printing in your ARPA 6. First, make sure the category and the item in the item master. Search and open item master. Here, for example, I am taking this item 174, and this item is in the category of liquor. And let us take another item. This item is in the category of Indian wine. Let us take this item. This category is starter. Okay. Let us have these three items, and before that, make sure that you have installed all the printers and named properly. For our example, here I have installed a juice printer and a South Indian printer and a North Indian printer. The printer driver should be installed by the hardware person only or the printer vendor. So make sure that before configuring the value-based printer, you have installed your printers properly with the correct driver. So once you confirm if the printer drivers have installed properly, just go to Tools, Configuration Manager and Device Settings. Here we can see the various profiles for the respective transaction. So here we have to take this kitchen order taken, KOT. This is the profile which we have to print the KOT to the respective kitchen. So once you place the cursor on the profile, we have an option called value based printing in the bottom. Just click the value based printer settings. Here you will get the printer details. So what we have to do first? So first I will remove everything what I have configured. I will show you clearly. So this is the main printer have installed. We have to configure the multiple printer first, then only we have to configure the category to the particular printer. So for this profile, the primary printer is juice. So I have mapped the primary printer in the printer mapping settings. You can get this in the printer mapping video. So I have mapped this profile for the juice printer is the primary printer. Now I want to add the South Indian and the North Indian printers also here. So what I have to do? Just select, and you can see multiple printer settings in the bottom. Just click the multiple printer settings. Just select the printer here. So I am selecting South Indian and click on add. Then I am selecting North Indian and click on add. So now the South Indian and the North Indian printers has been added. So now we have a three printers here for the KOT profile. So how to configure the category to the respective printers? Just select the printer first, then go to the detail, because the category will be the item based. So the item details and the category details will be visible on the detail section only. So once you select the printer, just go to the detail section. Here you can see the category code, item category code. If you didn't find this category, this field, just click show undefined field. If you click that, all the fields will be shown here. So once you find out the category code, just double click here. It will show the categories clearly, what are all the categories you have. So for example, for the juice printers, I am just selecting the liquor category. Just click the space bar, the category will be select. You can also multiple select the categories. So for example, I am selecting cocktails, liquor, beer and everything campaign for the juice counter printer. So I am selecting 4 categories and click on apply. Now you can see the category code will be visible here. So what you have to do, just double click the category code, then select the select the categories which you want to map and apply. That's enough. So once you confirm that the category is mapped to the printer, just click on save settings. So once you saved the settings, the printer color will be changed into blue. So in this itself, it will be notified that the value based has been configured for this particular printer. So the next thing, so just select the South Indian printer and again double click the category code, and for this I am selecting the Indian wine, or else I am selecting the starters or salads, then main course. Like this I am selecting and click on apply. Then same like save settings. Next, North Indian printer, same, just select that category code and select the, like I'm selecting Indian wine, foreign wine and desserts, like this. So once you confirm with the categories, just click on save settings. So once you confirm with the settings, that's enough. So if you create any new category or new items, for if you create a new item with a new category, you have to map again the value based printing. That is very important. So if you create a new item with the existing category, then no need, because all the categories have been mapped in the value based printing. So make sure that all the categories has been mapped to value based printing. And if you have not mapped any category, so to any printer in the value base, that items won't be print. So make sure about that. We have to configure properly. And also for the value based printing, we have a separate help video in the YouTube also, so you can make use of that. So for example, just I'm sorry for the interruption. I'm just doing a KOT with the 3 items here. So I'm selecting the table, then I'm going for the categories. For example, I'm selecting a liquor category and do one item. Then again I'm selecting the main course category and do one item. And finally I'm selecting the Indian wine category and selecting an item. So I'm just saving the KOT. Now I'm making this printers in pause mode. So once I save the KOT, you can see in all the printers you will have a one copy of easy print. That means in all the 3 categories you will have the print for the value based. So as we have configured the value based, the items will be directed to the particular kitchen and the KOT will be print based on that only. So I hope everyone has like understand the configuration of value based printing and the purpose and usage of the value based printing. And one more thing, I will show a video of the value based printing also. Just follow this.
In this video, we will see how a value-based printer setting can be done. Value-based setting is used to route the document various printers based on the value or field results. Let's take a business scenario. Say, in a restaurant, if it has 3 kitchens, say main kitchen, mocktail, and pizza for different food items, drinks, and fast foods, or say 3 different counters where 3 different category items should get printed respectively. manager or a user can configure these things such a way that each ordered item taken by the steamer through the serve joint or the touch point will get printed in the respective kitchens or say in the respective printers. Let's see how to do this. Firstly, have a check with the categories. The menu search option, type category, click enter, choose category master, click enter again, click change. Now, these are the already created categories under which several items of known categories are mapped. Say, we are going to configure juices and lassis and desserts, the juice or desserts printer and the starters in the kitchen so that once the KOT is made, the different items that you fill in a KOT will get routed to the different printers accordingly. Let's see how to do this. The menu search option, type device settings, click enter, choose device settings and click enter again. Choose the KOT profile. The first one is for dining. The second one is for KO. Let's choose dining. Click on value-based printer setting. The first step is to go with multiple printer setting tab. Choose the printer type.
So the next we will go to the major thing, which will be a most efficient feature. We have to display the the KOT to the respective kitchen. So we have introduced a great feature like 6 or 5 months back to overcome the big challenge to save the paper. So instead of taking an order and printing it to the respective kitchen, to save the paper and also the manpower and also to save the time, we have introduced a great feature which is called the kitchen display system. So in this system, based on this system, we can directly display the items to the separate or particular kitchen based on the category. So and also we can change the process, like it is a new order or the order is ready or the order is processing and everything. So this will be a great feature and it will be very useful for your business to overcome the main challenges, and also if you don't have any manpower. For example, you are having a self-service restaurant. So in this case, so like the one person will be doing the billing. So the person who will be in the billing, they will take the order. Once they take the order, immediately it will be shown into the kitchen based on the category. For example, we can take it as a KFC or Domino's or like that. So once you get the order, in the back seat itself you will get a display to show the orders to the kitchen chef as well as the customer. So this is the major feature which you can use, and this feature will be come up with the additional license. So this will be an add-on license. You have to purchase this license for the 8,000 rupees. So instead of purchasing the printer, we can purchase this order and also we can show it to the kitchen as well as the customers. So let me show you how to configure this. Go to help and about. Here click on add-on license. Just scroll down. Here you can see the KDS. You can just take a trial for 5 user count. The trial will be free. Just try first, and if you are satisfied with that, then you can purchase the add-on license for KDS. So let me show you how to configure. This will be a very simple process. It's not like value-based printing. The value-based printing also having it will be take around 30 minutes to 1 hour to configure. But the KDS, it will be a very simple process. It will be take seconds of time to configure. So what are the prerequisites to configure the value based printing. So before configuring the before configuring the KDS, make sure that you have installed the monitor with dual monitor option. So the CPU should have the option to connect dual or dual monitors. So that will be taking care of the hardware person. The hardware person should connect the different monitors. For example, 3 or 4 monitors in the same CPU. Like the printer driver, you have to install the driver for the dual monitor option, dual monitor feature. That will be taking care of the hardware person. So once you make sure that you have installed configured the dual monitor, just go to sales. Once you try and buy option in the help about, just close and open the application once to have this feature. Under delivery management, we can see the kitchen display system. This is the system to show the kitchen display to the customer. Just click this, the screen will be open. Like if you configure the dual monitor with your the major monitor, just move this screen to the next monitor. It will be show in the next screen. This is the main process of the dual monitor. So we can also categorize. So for example, I have put the 3 items, so this will be showing here. No, like I want this to be for one kitchen only. Just select, just filter based on the category. I am filtering only Indian wine. Now the Indian wine only will show here. So whatever orders you are taking with the different categories of items, if you select the category here, it will be show only Indian. So what I have to do for the next kitchen, just go to again delivery management and kitchen order display. Again it will be show. Here you can open main course. So like that, we can have a two different KDS, so we can place it to different monitors in the different kitchens. So in this case, it will be shown to the kitchen, and also they can change the process status. For example, the beef fillet is ready. Just the chef, what we have to do, just select the status to process or ready. Then the status will be changed and it will be shown here. So how we can show the status to the customer? Using the customer display system. Just go to the delivery management and use the customer order display. Here likewise, I have selected the item as ready. Here you can see the status as process. So once whatever changes you have made in the kitchen display, it will be directly reflect into the customer display, and also the customer can see what is the order and everything. So based on this, we can configure the kitchen display system and customer display system, and you can make use of this. It will be refreshed in the 10 or 15 seconds automatically, and it will show the order to the kitchen as well as the customer. So I'm just launch a poll to make you like if you are interested in the KDS system and you are want to purchase, just click yes or no. I have launched a poll for you. I request you all to make the voting. If you're really interested with the KDS system, you can select yes or no or later. Kindly poll your votes in the poll. And one more thing, to use the KDS, we no need to require any mouse or keyboard. If you have any touch screen in your kitchen, you can also directly touch the process and change the status of that. So you can also use by touch monitor. So the poll getting like it's going to close. So I request you all to poll your all votes in that. If you have any doubts or queries regarding the value-based printing or kitchen display system, kindly write your queries using the question mark button which you have in your display. And also I want to share one more thing, like everyone has we are using MyGoFrugal app to raise all our queries, as well as we are using the live chat to get immediate response from the support. So all experts are working on that. So we need a simple cooperation from your side. So whenever you are raising a query using the MyGoFrugal app, just make clear about the problem statement which you are raising. So it will be very helpful to us to give you the solution immediately to you. So for that purpose only, we need that. Kindly raise your queries or questions using the MyGoFrugal app very clearly, as well as for the immediate response and also the solution just reaches through our live chat. Our experts are monitoring that. They will definitely give you the solution immediately and response to your all your queries. So as well as please subscribe our GoFrugal Technologies in the YouTube so that you will get updates on all our videos, self-help videos which we are releasing day by day. Many videos we have released, still we are releasing for the basic and every product look and corners of the product, and wherever help need, as well as the troubleshooting guides we have released, and also we are still releasing. So make use of the self-help videos so that we can serve you the better way. So thank you everyone, thank you once again for the active participating in this webinar. So I request you all to keep on participate in the upcoming webinars which will be conducted day by day. So expecting your presence in all your webinars. Thank you so much.